Good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings from the Wasteland once again.
Hey, man. The heck are you doing here? Surprise, everyone. Look who is back here visiting us from Texas. Let me take care of a couple things here. Mississippi. Headed to Texas. Man, it is so good to see you. Happy surprises all around here. And I'll tell you what, we got floored on Thursday when this young man came back. And I tell you, it was just one of the best surprises ever. For those of you that don't know him, hold on, I'm still trying to find our thing. There we go. Those of you that don't know him, this is James the Younger, a member of our family, who last February went off to his basic training for the U.S. Air Force, and he is now finished up with that and back and visiting before he deploys. This was a huge surprise, and he and his sister Katie kind of planned it to take on both Kim and I and floored us this week. Tell us how that came about, dude.
Just by making sense, I got to Mississippi. I texted Katie. I was like, hey, you want to help me surprise mom and dad? And just went from there. And I showed up yesterday around 2-ish, and they just didn't know.
Thursday?
Thursday.
Today's Saturday.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he flew into Lansing, finished up. He told us that he hadn't finished his training yet and was still ongoing. So there we go, and that's how we do it. So let's say a couple of quick good mornings
also,
here.
I have
also,
no hair.
Look at this, by the way, too. So
from February. I have
yeah.
no hair.
Oh, Betty says hi from Toledo. We'll hear from her again as well. Steve, good morning, Mr. Silkman. And Gustavo says hello. Jim's on there as well. Jordan, yes, it is. We're on there. Gary, it is a fair morning. Yeah, the fair is going on here in Midland. Silkman says good morning, as does Pat. Good morning from the river as well. Mr. Joe on the west side. Yes, there was much rejoicing. Gary says you look great. James, Jim Bott, how's that? Pat, yeah, he cleans up good. He does. And yes, it was a very great surprise. Mr. Rick saying from the west side, yes, yeah, welcome home as well, even for just a week or so. Happy Saturday from Ann. And yes, good to see you as well. And Vinyl Community, Mr. Carlson, it's alive. Yes, you are here. Thanks for being here, Steve, this morning. Scott says good morning as well as yeah, I'll work on that. I'm not going to cut mine. I need a haircut. You can tell by the way it's really kind of out of control. And Nick, good morning and welcome back on there as well. So yeah, folks, it was a fantastic surprise, but I'm going to say Jimmy, but it's James to all the rest of you. Airman, now that's officially too, right? I have to say, during basic, he was Airman Basic all the way through, and you finished your advanced training.
I'm Airman First Class
and
now.
Airman First Class because you had to take like extra. You took an extra step.
I signed a 6-year contract.
He signed a 6-year, so he's up there as well. So Airman First Class James Gleason, congratulations, man! Thank you for being here. And he's going to hang out for you at the store for a little bit today. Actually, he's going to go down and get us some Cops and Donuts
it's been a while.
from downtown at the hardware store in a little bit. And he'll be here throughout the day. And he'll be through on and off of the week visiting friends and such. So, yes, Robin says good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, we got to move on this. We took up some time saying, hey, which is cool, but we do have a couple of announcements to get through here. And let me start off first with, and I'm going to exit out of this very quickly and call up this wonderful thing as I stand in the way. Okay, folks, this is something called Hairball, and I'll put up a trailer for this online. There's a link to a trailer, but coming up a week from today, Saturday, August 28th, at the Huntington Event Park, that's the outdoor park next to the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, we have got, courtesy of Huntington Bank, 2 tickets to give away to someone here from our store to see Hairball next Saturday, the 28th. So what you got to do is just stop by the store, no purchase necessary. And a week from today, and I know it's really kind of short notice on that, but a week from today, live, we will draw one name to win this pair of tickets to see Hairball. So stop in and fill that out. Now, Hairball, I had to look these guys up too. It is a it's hair band music from the 80s, but done up by performers who dress the part as Kiss, as Motley Crue, as Ozzy. I think I even saw one as Freddie Mercury Queen. My guess is that they have a rotating set of performers that come out and perform the music of hair band X, and then that just keeps going. Judas Priest was in there. It's kind of a really neat thing if you're a fan of that 80s hair music and you're not going to get a chance to see, well, in some cases, ever these guys again. I mean, you can probably go see Kiss, but can we really know for sure that that's Kiss under the makeup? Maybe not. I don't know.
They're going to wheel down wheelchairs.
So, yeah, we will have 2 tickets to give away to Hairball. Now, granted, when we do giveaways, you come in, you toss your name in. But for this, we'd really like these tickets to go to someone who's going to go there. And because of the short nature of this, show up, really enter this if you have good plans to go in, because we don't want these tickets to go to waste. Again, these are courtesy of our friends over at Huntington Event Park in Saginaw and Huntington Bank. So swing by, say hi to them. But if you really want to go to this, come enter it. And if you don't win the tickets, sorry, but if you do win the tickets, you'll have to pick them up a week from today. We will draw that name next Saturday morning at this time on this broadcast. So make sure you check that out. But that's Hairball. I will post a link to that coming up very, very soon, and we'll go through. Now, on the heels of that, also from Huntington Bank, but we got a couple more weeks on this, we're also going to have a pair of tickets to give away to Chris Jansen. I believe it's a country artist as well, but we'll do some more research. But that's coming up. But first, we're going to give away the Hairball tickets 1 week from today. Stop by the store, toss your name in, no purchase necessary to win as well. Mike says, hey, and welcome home, as well as Bruce saying good morning. Thank you guys for being here and watching. All right, man, a couple of new releases. Now, he brought a stack of vinyl from his collection at home to listen to today. He hasn't had vinyl to listen to in
6 months.
6 months. So he's going to get some listening time in here today, and hopefully kind of get some of that out the door as well. But we've got a couple of cool things. I'll let you be Vanna White here. Step up. This is something called Generation Axe. We talked about this a little bit. It's a 10-inch limited edition. I'm not certain how limited that is, but it is Yngwie Malmsteen, Zakk Wylde, Nino Bettencourt, and a host of others performing Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. And the back side of that, the BW, is a live version of Deep Purple's Highway Star as well. So kind of a collectible. That's the last one we've got. I'm not sure if I can get more, but I will try to get more. We went through a few of them yesterday. So also a somewhat censored. That's the shrink on there from Lord. Solar Power is her new one. Not the indie exclusive, just the black vinyl version. And we've got that in store. We've got a reissue, an anniversary reissue of Type O Negatives, Slow, Deep, and Hard. It's a run-out groove. I don't believe it is numbered or colored vinyl.
Wasn't it a record store day one at one point?
It may have been a record store day down the line at that as well. So we've got a couple copies of that, as well as one left of the Eric Clapton reissue. Should be easy enough to get a hold of more if you need that. One copy left also of Another Side of John Coltrane. Now, this is cool. It is a John Coltrane album for you jazz fans, but it's a collection of his work as a side performer, performing with other people. So it's his stuff along with the likes of Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk, Sonny Rollins, Tad Dameron, and Art Taylor. So it is a Coltrane album, but it's got a lot of these other fantastic jazz artists on it. So stop and check that out. Here is one that's cool. They reissue this once in a while. I'll go ahead and skip that up there real quick. It's A Boy Named Charlie Brown by the Vince Giraldi Trio. And this is a repress of that classic early 70s album. They're calling this the baseball card edition. It's black vinyl, but it comes with a set of Peanuts baseball cards with your favorite Charlie Brown and Peanuts characters as well. And by the way, if you're curious, picked one of these up. She says the Generation Axe is amazing, and she would know on that. Okay, soundtrack wise, we've got a copy, reissue of The Sound of Music, Rodgers and Hammerstein. What were we just talking about? What was that movie with the Nazis?
We were playing something. I thought it was Mary Poppins.
No, yeah, it was Mary Poppins, but with Nazis. No, don't quote us on that. Okay, from last week, but we got a copy of Free Guy. It's the soundtrack to the movie.
Just saw this movie too.
Oh, he just saw it. How was it?
It was decent.
Oh, there we go. It's a ringing indoors. Yeah,
decent.
It was decent. It's basically he's in Grand Theft Auto, right?
Basically,
he's one of the NPCs.
He's one of the NPCs, yeah.
And what does that stand for again?
Non-player character.
Non-player character who comes to life.
Yeah, basically.
So he's a hero. But okay, so it's a decent movie. But there's actually some cool stuff on here. We're looking at the likes of Digital Underground. Humpty Dance is on here. Mama Cass, Frankie Valli. What else we see on here?
Some Mariah Carey for you, Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, 100 Miles and Running, performed by Whale and John Lindahl, Legends.
Logic featuring
and
Whale.
Mariah Carey. So there we go. So free guy. We got one copy of that in store as of today. And this one's kind of cool. This came out a couple of weeks back, but we finally just got it. It is a tribute to John Carpenter. The music, he was as well as being a director, he's a composer as well. But there's some cool stuff on here by the likes of bands I've not heard of, but covering John Carpenter's movie music. Claudio Simonetti, Leather Strip, Mythical Vigilante, Character Motion Capture with a K, Keith McCoy and Tibia doing songs from John Carpenter films.
From movies such as Halloween, Assault on Precinct 13, The Thing,
and
Escape from New York.
So it's a wide range of his films and music, but really cool stuff for you Carpenter fans as well. So, okay, that covers that. We had a lot of great vintage vinyl go out over the weekend as well. Back up and check out our video from yesterday. A lot of that stuff is still here. Some of the big dollar stuff is gone, but we still have that the Counting Crows, the Lions RSD is still here, as well as a couple of the Iggy Pop.
I saw Kraftwerk over there.
Kraftwerk is here as well. So check out that video back up on our Facebook page or YouTube channel and watch the drop video from yesterday. Speaking of the YouTube channel, we are close. We are this close. We are 2 away, 598 subscribers.
Oh.
So hit that, right? It's right here, right?
Right here?
It's right here.
Here.
Right down there. Hit that subscribe button, if you will, please.
It's big and red.
Yep. And hit notifications and get us over that $500 or 500 subscriber mark.
$500?
I know it's been,
That's over 600.
It's the hair. Yes, there we go. What does that translate to in overseas subscriptions? Is there a transfer rate for subscribers? I'm sorry, guys. All right. Let's get on with our day. Again, thank you so much. Young James back for a few days here, checking us out for the Air Force. Where are you headed to next, by the way? You finished up in Biloxi.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
And that was his advanced training. For those of you wondering, you are going into a specialized field in the Air Force. Yes. What is that?
Cyber, basically working on computers and stuff.
Cyber securities.
Yes.
So you were entrusted with the safety of our nation's computer infrastructure. Somewhat. Okay. Thanks, man. Yeah. But where are you off to next?
San Antonio.
Going back to Texas?
Yep.
But as my understanding is, that's going to be your station, but you might be deployed.
Yeah.
As needed.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks for the update. Yeah. That's going soon. So, Jordan, no $500 prize for the sub. We'll do that when we get to 1,000. We'll come up with something fun when we get to that level as well. Rachel says, hello.
A day cleaning records.
Yeah, you get to spend a day cleaning records as well, helping us out with that. Enjoy your time back. So, all right, folks, that is it. We're going to get on with our Saturday. He's going to catch up on some much needed vinyl therapy and get us through today as well. So stop on by. We are at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. Lots going on today, too, isn't there? The fair, I believe, is wrapping up, Midland County Fair. Farmers market's going on right now. I know there's some music downtown tomorrow. Our friend Brett Mitchell will be in the downtown area of Midland tomorrow performing. So stop out, check him out. He's got a new album coming out. And we're going to talk with him on the record show, hopefully coming up soon. So, all right. In the meantime, hit that sub button and we will talk to you next week from the Wasteland. Don't forget, we are giving away tickets to Hairball. Stop in, register for that. It is 1 week from today, Saturday night in Saginaw. And if you want to win tickets, stop by, drop your name in the bin. We'll draw that winner 1 week from today. Until that time, you folks have a great week. Thanks, man. Good to see you. And we will talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Thanks a lot for being here.